Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. Sorry for a little bit of a break between streams. I guess it didn't really feel like much of a break. I kind of only took one stream off, and that was last Friday. But we back. Thank you for your patience. In the meantime, if you didn't know, what I was doing was I was working on a video. Gloomwood video. Check that out if you haven't. Exclamation mark YouTube in the chat. And I guess we can go over the schedule for the week too. Might as well. Oh, dude, this is trippy. You can like see me. You can see me behind my own schedule. You see that? That's my head. That's weird. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. It's like dumpception. Lydia, thank you for the prime. What is Gloomwood? I haven't watched the video yet.
Thank you, trash.
Here's a crazy idea. You could watch the video and you could find out. It's that easy. What's on the docket for the week? Tonight I'm gonna be starting a replay through of Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal. It's been since 2022 that I have played this game. And I've never played the DLC, so it'll be interesting to come back. I mean, I had fun with it the first time, but yeah, it's been a while. It'll be interesting to revisit this right before we go into Dark Ages. And speaking of Dark Ages, there is new gameplay out there today that I'm gonna take a look at in a minute here. Tomorrow, Elden Ring. You know the drill. We're beating Melania with my balls. And also, I'll probably be eating the super hot sauce, so you don't want to miss that. Wednesday, rare Wednesday stream as of recently. Wednesday, honestly, one of my most consistent streaming days normally, but I haven't been able to for the past month or so. But we will be making a return on Wednesday to play more Doom Eternal, mostly. Not much else to report than that. And then hopefully Friday, this time for real. False start last week. We didn't get to Psycho Patrol R, but this week hopefully we will. Chicken Jockey. Any favorite April Fool's stuff from companies? I think as a little prank, they should all not do an April Fool's joke. I think that would be really funny. I think that would be way funnier than them doing anything. Because God knows that shit is not funny. Almost ever. You missed Think Geeks April Fools. I don't know what that is. Sorry. So anyways, before a billion people come in here and go, hey, where's the Doom? You said you're playing Doom. I don't see it on your screen. I am going to do my usual weekly Guess the Game and Geoguessr before we go into Doom Eternal. But even before I do that, well, the Minecraft April Fool's updates are pretty funny. I will admit. Although I feel like those have kind of just opened the door for people to be like, oh, you made a whole update as a joke for April Fools? How come you can't make updates like normal? Because they have 2 brain cells. But they are fun. I will say they are fun. It's more the community that's insufferable about them. Think Geek. Oh, I remember Think Geek. Yeah, that was a circa 2017 podcast advertising fodder. On April Fools, they would make fake products and commercials for them. Oh, that's funny. I guess I never saw that. For real, they put more effort into those than the actual game. You're the person I'm making fun of. Just to be clear, you are the person that I was just making fun of just now. I think you're wrong. I think you're very wrong about that. I don't think that's how the April Fools updates work. So let's see. There was new. I'm just saying you're wrong. I don't think that they put more effort into those updates than the real updates. I think they're minimizing the effort and maximizing the shock value of oh, look at what we put in the game. But there's no it's skirting a bunch of levels of polish and is this actually a good mechanic type stuff. Can't wait to play War Thunder. Oh my god, I forgot tomorrow is April Fool's, honestly, and you guys reminding me just upset me. It didn't actually make me excited for fun April Fool's pranks. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, my YouTube page is now frozen. That's neat. There is new Dark Ages gameplay out today. A lot of publications and bigger content creators than me, more notable specifically for playing Doom, a lot of them, got to play a little bit of this game early. Not me, though. Just to be clear, what you're about to see is not my gameplay. I have no affiliation with it. This is from Xbox Era with 28K. You know what? All of a sudden, I got a bone to pick. Xbox Era with 28K subs gets to play the game early, but not me. Literally, the only reason I chose this one was because it is just pure, unedited gameplay, no commentary. And I'll watch it. I might even skip around a little bit, just pause it, talk about some stuff. I have watched some of the like other content creators' videos where they did have commentary and talk about their experience, which was cool. But I feel like in terms of just me being able to yap over it, it's better if I just watch it, you know? So let's see what's in store. Play? Thank you. So I saw the shotgun and the super shotgun. You were given an opportunity to play? Really? How? Adjust the volume here. So the shield looks sweet. Also, is that only 6 slots on the weapon wheel? Tell me if the volume's okay. I personally think all this melee stuff looks awesome, but the consensus that I've gotten so far is that it's probably going to be polarizing among Doom fans. Yo, is that Pinky? Yo, Pinky been hitting the gym. Turn it down a little bit. That's fair. So it seems like you can both block and parry. Dude, I'm gonna be real. That fire kind of looks bad. Why is this being so slow? Like I clicked 5 seconds ago. I feel like that fire kind of looks bad. Some of the weapons overlap, so like the shotgun and super shotgun are the same level. Oh, I like that then. People who say this is ass, I want to end them. Like, nobody who actually played it said it was bad. It's only people who are like watching the gameplay and being like, it looks kind of slow. like, I don't know, man. You got to sprint and you can fly across the battlefield with your fucking shield. Like, it might be slower than Eternal, but again, that's a pretty high bar for as far as Doom is concerned. It looks a tiny bit slow, though. It doesn't even have to be a bad thing. I don't think slow equals bad. I like the parry, too. So did he just block that? It kind of, the feedback for like blocking to me is not very good. The parry looks sweet. But when he just like blocks the attacks, it kind of looks like a little weak. I don't know. What is this gun now? This isn't the Skull Crusher, is it? This is something else. Like the heavy cannon equivalent, maybe? Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see the comparison to something like Elden Ring or Dark Souls with like the very deliberate kind of dark fantasy. I don't know though. It looks just like Doom to me. Like anyone who says this doesn't look like Doom, I'm not really sure what Doom is supposed to look like anymore, frankly, because Eternal looked different from 2016, and this once again looks different from Eternal, but it still kind of looks like Doom to me. I mean, I find what's cool is even though they've changed the hit that like button, you heard him, chat. YouTube viewers, hit the like button on my channel. Can't wait to forget where I'm going in this game. It does look big. I kind of think the big maps look cool, though. No, I wasn't disagreeing with you. It's more stuff that I've seen, elsewhere online. I could have been more clear about that. What did he just do, like a shield bash? Yo, was that some, like, procedural destruction? Oh, destructible. I mean, they're small, like, little huts, but... Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Rampaging through, like, a fucking village as Doom Guy and, like, blasting through their buildings. That's kind of cool. Like, I don't know. It probably has no, like, gameplay consequences, but, like, that's gonna feel sweet. This looks so fun. Like, the parry is sweet. I get that that's not, like, a classic Doom mechanic, but, like, it looks fucking awesome. This looks fun. No, I'm with you 100% that I like that this is more open. I like the like, look and sound of this gun, too. I wasn't, like, super thrilled with the like, whatever that automatic, like, heavy cannon type weapon was. I've seen as well, like, a stake launcher. I think in G-Man's video, he said he didn't really like it, but every time he showed it, I was like, that looks fucking sweet. That's the plasma gun? Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured, but it's quite different from 2016 or Eternals. Dude, I love the stomping. Thump, thump, thump. And, like, I don't know, when you're sprinting, you move pretty fast. The what you said you thought looked cool? The, like, stake gun. There's, like, a stake launcher gun. I don't know what to call it. It kind of looks like a similar weapon from, Witchfire. Actually, that's what this game fucking looks like, is Witchfire. More than anything else, this game looks like Witchfire to me. Which is not a bad thing. Witchfire is a very nice-looking game. Yeah, here we go. Here's the Skull Crusher. He has already used it before. I just failed to comment on it. It looks like these more open... I think they're called siege maps. It looks like they have a lot to do. I kind of fuck with there being, like, more... slightly more open spaces, though. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder, like, at what point in the game, this lands, you know? Like, I have to imagine for the purpose of the... What is that thing? Any Doom knowers able to tell me what that is? Like, it kind of looks like a... That's the Doom Hunter? Oh, that's very different. From, I guess, Eternal is the closest comparison. I guess I can see that, though. Yeah, I love the footsteps, for sure. They sound sweet. Dude, I'm gonna say something that might ruffle some feathers. You want to know what this game looks the most like out of any FPS game that I've played in the past few years? In a positive way, but I know people feel a certain type of way about this game, so some people might not like this. Not Painkiller, although I see that. Bolt Gun. This looks like fucking Bolt Gun. Gameplay-wise, you know, visually totally different. But the way that you play around with the shield looks the most like what do they call them? The saw blade or whatever the hell. I'm not a Warhammer knower either. The chain blade. I don't know, dude. I've played like a few Warhammer games. I never remember. It kind of looks like that. Chainsword, thank you. And I think in G-Man's video, he did say that he felt it was a little bit similar to like Space Marine. I've not played the Space Marine games though. Although I would like to. I'd like to play 2 especially. It looked really good. But being that it's an FPS, and being that Bolt Gun was a little bit slower of a game, but that had, like, movement options pretty heavily tied to your melee, like, I see a lot of that. Okay, this looks like some eternal puzzling. Well, yeah, I mean, when they said they wanted this game to be, like, piloting a tank, you know? Like, I do kind of get that feeling from, like, anything where you play as, like, a Space Marine or whatever. Platforming is my greatest enemy. I'll hold my tongue until we play Eternal, because I know some people really like Eternal's platforming, but from when I last played this, I am not one of those people. Doom with tank controls when? Okay, I didn't mean literal tank controls. Doomered core. Although, can't you operate a mech in this game? I feel like that's something... Maybe this gameplay will show it. Hello, quality. Goodbye, quality. We don't need 1440p. We need... As soon as this will start responding again. Yeah, I saw gameplay of the dragon or whatever the hell that thing is, which looked pretty mid. I'll have to see it, like, with my own 2 eyes, I think, but... Is this gameplay we already saw? Am I crazy? Like, I kind of remember him already doing this. Well, I don't think it skipped back. It must have just accidentally been cut in where it didn't belong. Yeah, this is different now, I think. Oh. So, okay, here's what I don't understand. Can you just block infinitely? No, it looks like you have a stamina meter. Or not like a stamina meter, but like a shield power meter. That must deplete when you block. Hope this game is difficult. I like challenging stuff. I mean, it has literal difficulty sliders, so if you play it on like Ultraviolence or Nightmare or whatever, and it's not to your liking, you can always just crank the sliders up, like. But based on what I've heard, I think G-Man said his footage was captured on Nightmare, and he said the game was really hard, so... I've come around to this maybe not being like a popular opinion. But I don't mind the glory kills being, like, you know, not, like, lock-in animations anymore. It still seems like there'll be plenty of, like, satisfying, like, visceral melee kills, you know? Like, I don't think the game is gonna be lacking for that. I'm playing Nightmare with all difficulty sliders up day 1. Hey, Godspeed. I'll probably just be ripping Ultraviolence, personally. If I really like this game, I will do higher difficulty runs eventually, though. Glory kills not being locked in animations is only a good thing. Thank you, I agree, but I don't know. A lot of people really like them. Secret? Every Doom game that I've ever played, I played on Ultraviolence or the equivalent, and I've always felt like it was like a really well-balanced challenge. Like, I've never felt any different. So I don't know why I would play this game any different. I don't think not having the animations is an unpopular opinion. Maybe not. I feel like that was one of the biggest complaints I saw after that first, like, gameplay reveal. So what exactly are we doing here? He's kind of jumped around a lot, so I'm not quite sure where we're at. He's clearly doing some sort of navigation puzzle. Well, and like, glory kills too, like, aren't something that is like, you know, sacred, untouchable, like, original Doom thing either. Like, they were added in 2016. They're cool. At least I think they were added in 2016. I can't remember. I never played Doom 3, but I can't remember any of the other, like, mainline games having them until then. No, I mean, I like the glory kills. I think I like them more in 2016 than in Eternal, if that makes sense. I feel like they felt a little at odds with Eternal's fast pace, whereas in 2016 they kind of felt like just right. If that makes sense. Like they felt more like particularly attuned to the pace of 2016, and then they felt more of like a holdover in Eternal. Doom 3 is quite fun. It doesn't really seem like my kind of thing. I'm not like a big survival horror guy, but I basically only ever heard people say that it's underrated and that it doesn't deserve the hate, so maybe I should check it out. I didn't even know it was hated until I saw people saying this game is overhated. So what is going on there when he knocks out a bunch of them? Does that thing just have like a really wide damage radius? Or is he doing something specific to accomplish that? Yo, the Mancubus looks crazy. This must be like a special type. Well, frankly, I'm a newcomer to Doom. I didn't grow up playing Doom games. 2016 was my entry point. So I don't really know what it was like or what the popular opinions were before that. So he's got like an ammo thing above his head. Oh, he probably drops like an upgrade or something, huh? There's a bit of a glory kill. I suppose it's maximum spike ammo increased. Okay, there you go. Doom 3 is like Halo, but with horror. And see, I like Halo. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't grow up. I didn't really grow up PC gaming at all. Like, I started around when, like, Source games were really popular, basically. Like, I played, like, Counter-Strike Source, and I didn't realize that people hated Counter-Strike Source, either. But I felt like I was, whoa. Damn, that was gnarly. Dedge. Is that the end? Rip. Good gameplay, though. I mean, not, like, it was literally just random gameplay for me to react to, but I appreciate someone uploading gameplay without commentary. But yeah, so I did not, like, grow up with Doom. I mean, I had, like, a PC with some games on it, but bro, I was a child. I wasn't born when Doom came out, and then, like, you know, when it was at, like, peak popularity, I was an infant. So I never really got into it. Console gaming was more of my, like, gateway, where, you know, Doom and Quake and stuff weren't, like, really a thing, or weren't popular, at least. Yeah, Gary's mod. Oh man, I was heavy into Gary's mod. So there you go. I'm very excited for that. That was all gameplay I hadn't seen before because it was captured by this channel, this Xbox era. But nice of them to put out just raw gameplay like that. Good stuff. Looking forward to it. Anyways, we will get to Doom Eternal in just a bit. Before then, we're gonna guess the game. We're gonna guess the game. Maybe it's just because I watched 15 minutes of Doom the Dark Ages, but this looks like Doom the Dark Ages to me. Could you imagine if this was Doom Eternal? Nah, the lighting just ain't there. You know, I regret that I saw this, but Shadow of the Colossus. The remake specifically. Does that matter? No. Metascore 91% though. Could this be like, I don't think this got a, like it's kind of got that aesthetic. It's not that though. Xbox 360? What is this, dude? This design goes crazy. It's Dead Cells? Uh-huh. I used to love Dead Cells on my Xbox 360. Oh, is this like, this is a Gears of War game. I was not really into Gears of War. Gears of War 2. Shit. Gears of War 3. I definitely like played a little bit of these games at like friends' houses and stuff, but I never owned one of them, so they're a bit of a miss for me. But I'd say like when you get, you know, when you start talking like sci-fi cover shooter from Xbox 360 era, yeah, that's Gears of War. Dude, this looks like... Oh, I know exactly what this is. Mount and Blade Warband. I've stared at this game for so long that if it's not this, I'm gonna cry and shit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've played quite a bit of Mount and Blade Warband. It's peak. What can I say? Wow, that looks like a different game. That looks like a different game. I don't remember any part of the game looking like that, frankly. The games are very ugly. You don't play Mount and Blade for the graphics. You play it for very deep simulation of medieval warfare. Great games though. Something tells me this is like a relatively nondescript background of a scene that would otherwise lead me to probably guess an entirely different game. Detroit Become Human. Okay. This almost kind of looks like the intro of Prey. A little bit. The nondescript buildings and what, but this doesn't look like anything from Prey. Dude, what the these are three different games. Guess the game always be doing this shit to me. No, I wasn't seriously thinking about guessing Prey, but I just there's a little bit of a vague similarity here in the sort of almost surreal nature of the city. I don't know. TVOS, what the fuck is that? This is, I don't know, just show me. The Mosaic. I was not ever in a million years gonna get there. Yeah, it's a mobile game. I mean, this could be like any AAA game that released in the last... Wait a second, we have like a danger marker here. So first-person shooter, probably. Yeah, Far Cry is kind of like Far Cry 5, maybe? Oh, it is Far Cry. Far Cry 4 was like the Himalayan one, right? Oh, it's Far Cry Primal. Primal. Are these different games? I guess not. Hunter Call of the Wild? Yeah, I mean, great guess. Close but no cigar. I don't think... I have played a slight amount of that game because my friends dragged me into it one night, and I don't remember that game having, like, danger indicators. Once you start seeing all the icons floating over everything, yeah, it's a Ubisoft game. Yeah, we got a mini-map. Yeah, we got quest markers. Yeah, we got objectives always constantly in the top left corner. Yeah, it's a Ubisoft game. Fallout New Vegas, my dude. I don't think it is that, though. Now this shit looks like... this shit looks like Dunwall now. It's like Dishonored. This is clearly not Dishonored, though. Give me one more here. PS3, Xbox 360, PC. You mean Dead Island? No, it couldn't be Dead Island. Huh? I don't know, man. Is it Resident Evil? It could be, I guess. The right franchise. I don't know, man. People are saying 5. At this point, I'm not gonna get it, so sure, 5. I guess that time frame about makes sense. This is just a map, dog. This is just the Philippines, bro. This has a Metascore? Okay, I need to stop looking at chat because I just get the answer spoiled and then I can't pretend like I don't know what it is. I wouldn't have got that one anyways, I don't think. This is fucking Animal Crossing? No. This is something Animal Crossing looking. Oh, dude, it's like What the Car? Is that what it's called? Isn't that a game? What the Car? Is that how about What the Golf? It's not that. Dude, I have no idea. This game looks so familiar though. Ben Esposito. I mean, it looks like the fucking Goose game, but I figure they would have showed a goose at this point. Raccoon hole. No, that's. I will not be continuing that thought. Is that a donut? Oh! Donut County? Is that the name of this? Oh, okay. Man, it's funny that it took me literally seeing the donut to get there. I mean, listen, dude. I know chat's gonna spam shit anyways, but like, if you know it, is it like fun for you to spoil it for me? I didn't actually read chat, but like, I'm looking over there and I'm seeing someone just say, Donut County, Donut County, Donut County. Like, is it fun for you to just spoil it for me, or would you rather watch me like try and figure it out? Genuine question, because I don't understand the logic there. Let's play Geoguessr. Face cam while I set this up. Prediction is open. Over or under 16K. We will be doing the usual. Which, at this point, you either know or you don't know what that is. Community world. Let's get the face cam right this time. Community world, no moving. Over under 16K. Where's Chico at? Yeah, right. Ah, I see. Oh, we got at least one believer in chat. Oh, we got 3 believers, but a very low amount of money on belief. You know what? I'll win one for you, believers. Man, this is sparse on details. Must say. I won't be giving any indication if I know where it is until believer, but I've also lost my money too often. Yeah, I mean, well, they don't call it gambling for nothing, right? Okay, well, the sun is in the north, which does rule out a really good chunk of the world. The question is this Australia? Is it South Africa? Or is it like Brazil, Argentina? That's the tough part. New Zealand, maybe even. Actually, I don't hate a New Zealand here, maybe. I mean, here's the thing. This does narrow it down to, like, a pretty, like, small amount of landmass. But the thing is, if I'm wrong, I can be really wrong. Like, I don't think this is South Africa. South Africa usually looks, like, drier than this. So I think we can pretty much just rule out the African continent entirely. There's, like, maybe a non-zero chance that it's kind of like this part. Or like a Lesotho or something like that. But I just think it's too unlikely. It doesn't really look like that to me. It could be Tasmania. That's a good point. I will say Tasmania does kind of look like this. Scottsdale, bro, that's in Arizona. You're lying to me. It has crossed my mind that it could be Tasmania. Maybe I'll go with it. You know, I had a Tasmania whiff last week. Maybe this is the hit. And yeah, you would be correct that Australia mostly doesn't look like this, but like this area here can be kind of like hilly and mountainous and green. Versus what would make this South America? Dirt road, decent sized mountains. That's about it. None of that's exclusive to South America anyways. I'm gonna just Hail Mary it on Tasmania because like if I have the wrong continent entirely, I'm gonna be really fucking wrong anyways. Give me Tasmania. Well. I mean, I just don't know how I would have got there. I really don't. Really don't know what gets me to Argentina there. No, sorry. Bad start. Doesn't mean it's a loss yet, but Harrison Hills Park. Okay, this looks like the US. Something historic? Self-storage. No, self-storage. Man. This totally says where we are. I just, like, barely can't read it. Harrison Hills Park, but then what does this say? Something of blank and blank. Something county? Maybe it doesn't actually say the, Well, don't look up. If you look up the area code, keep it to yourself because I'm not using knowledge from outside my brain and what is giving to me on the screen. I just can't read that either. I mean, I'll tell you what. The area code means nothing to me. I can tell you what this looks like. I mean, this looks like the east somewhere. I mean, maybe like a Virginia. No, it's not Canada. The speed limit sign's in miles per hour. I mean, it doesn't say miles per hour, but like this road being 45 miles per hour would make sense. This is central. If you think the central US largely looks like this, I'm inclined to think you haven't been there because I live here and like nowhere in my state looks like this. Nah, dude, no, this doesn't look like Minnesota, Wisconsin. Okay, maybe it could be like a Missouri or like an Arkansas. But it's not like Great Plains. You wouldn't see like rolling hills with trees like that in the Great Plains for sure. Yeah, Missouri has parts that look like this. Like especially kind of like this southern half kind of does. It kind of can. Oh man. Harrison Hills, huh? Harrison Hills. That sign probably has all sorts of juicy info for us. We just can't get there. Okay, I think we got what we're gonna get here. It's not hilly enough to be like Appalachia to me. So I don't think we're like in this kind of region. Virginia has okay. That I would say is a bit of spoiling. I don't think that necessarily means we're in Virginia though. I wish I hadn't seen that though, because now I do feel more inclined to go Virginia. Please don't do that. If you know some like esoteric knowledge that I don't have that I haven't said out loud, please don't say it. But my first inclination was that this looks like Virginia. So I'm gonna go with it. I'd say we're like on the outskirts of like a medium town. No, you're right. It could be a red herring, but still. I would say if you know something I don't, try to avoid it. So what about this here? This road? Kind of heading out of what? Charlottesville? Could be. Could be. Give me right next to the Virginia Barbecue Company. Okay, outside of Pittsburgh. Sure, yeah. I mean, that area... This is actually pretty damn close to where I lived in Pittsburgh. Which I don't feel bad about saying because I've talked about it before. I lived very near a town called Mars. There it is. Mars, Pennsylvania. And yes, people from Mars were called Martians. I'm not kidding. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that checks out. Pennsylvania. It didn't cross my mind, but I can see it. Good score, though. We'll take that. Bro lived on Mars. I really did. Okay. This is an interesting little bridge here. And a car. Is that a fucking Suzuki? You do not see those in, the US. Not that I thought this was the US. What happened to the first two? Well, the first one was a whiff, and the second one was what you just saw. We're now on 3. Is this like a railroad bridge? Not operational. Because I don't see any tracks. The first one, I guess Tasmania, like Australia, and it was northern Argentina, which is safe to say it's very far away. No, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure about anything. Okay, sun in the north. That doesn't seem right. This looks like Louisiana. Dude, I think this hill behind us is probably taller than the highest point in Louisiana. Don't lie. The sun being in the north is freaking me out, though. That feels like a red herring. I guess, could this be like... I mean, it's north of the equator, but could it be like... The thing is, it's like, it's either just coming up or just going down. Dude, I don't know. I wish I could read a sign. That plate's not giving me anything. Dude, this has been a fucking hard been a hard game. Could this be Australia? I mean, I don't know. Dude, if this is fucking Tasmania, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna fucking flip. This honestly, honest to God, looks like the Northern Hemisphere. And maybe I should just ignore that the sun is in the north for some fucking reason. Like, maybe it's the middle of summer and the sun just came up in the east. Because that is to our east. I mean, but look at the ground. It's like to the north and the east. I don't fucking know, dude. Driver on the right side of the road. I actually don't know. Yeah, I guess, because the sign is on the right. Does that make sense? It's got to be Washington State. Man, driving on the right is interesting. Man. I actually have no idea. I mean, that rules out Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. It actually rules out a lot of countries that it could be if we are in the Southern Hemisphere. I'm kind of like, I kind of just want to move on from this one because I don't think I'm gonna really make too much headway on it. I'm just saying it could be Thailand, I guess. I don't know, though. Do they drive on the left in Thailand? They fucking do. They fucking do, don't they? Sure looks like it. Oh, I'm losing my mind! What about the Philippines? I'm just, at this point, zooming into roads to see what side of the road they drive. They do drive on the right in the Philippines. You know what? It's definitely not in a city. Just drop me somewhere. Fucking, I don't know, dude. This feels like, I don't know. Oh, it's like southern Chile. Dude, I've never, ever in my life had a round that looked like that. This is brutal, dude. This is, I think it's over. I don't think I can. Yeah, no, I can't bring this back for the believers. South America is killing me today. Okay. Wow, this is beautiful. This looks like Austria, Switzerland. Arkansas, dude, it's lovely. I mean, this is just like definitely like a European town in the background. Let's see. So it's kind of a wide valley. Enough that we have like what appears to be a city and then like a pretty large stretch of farm field before we get to like another mountain. Which is apparently harder to find than it would seem. I mean, I don't know. How close are we really gonna get? Let's just go around to Innsbruck. I mean, why not? It's pretty close to just about It's close enough to anywhere it could be in Switzerland, anywhere it could be in Austria. Oh, and even better, it was Liechtenstein, which is a real country. Real small, but all right. I had the right general read there. Okay. Sun is in the south. My first inclination was that this looks like Australia, but we're driving on the right and the sun is in the south. You started playing Lords of the Fallen? Enjoy, I guess. I was gonna play that game, and I really considered it. But then the developer of that game decided to how to put this politely. You know what? It doesn't really need to be put politely. Decided to just come out as a bizarro alt-right grifter and pander to people who follow Grums and Asmongold. And I decided that, frankly, their game didn't look good enough for me to support that. Okay. Well, what am I looking at here? This looks like fucking North Dakota, dude. Genuinely. Nothing I'm seeing here is changing my mind that this is North Dakota. So that's why the controls are ass. Well, unlike Grums, that guy has released a game. Kind of wish I didn't know that. Well, sorry. Yeah, it's a little too late now. You can refund it in good conscience if that's an option. Frankly, I thought the game looked okay, and I was wondering if it got like a kind of an unfair shake when it launched. But the developers' actions since then have made me decide that they probably deserved everything that happened to them. Which is just to say, mixed to negative reviews. Okay, I'm gonna go like around Sturgis, honestly. I've been through Sturgis and it kind of fucking looked like this. I won't even lie. Kind of looked like this. Okay, we were quite a... Ooh, okay, New Mexico. Well, we weren't winning anyways. We weren't winning anyways, but there you go. Clayton, New Mexico. I'd never heard of it in my life. We had pretty much the exact right longitude. Sad. I mean, we broke... I'm now a traveler, whatever the hell that means. We broke 10K, which is positive. We broke 12K even. It ended up weirdly not being a bad score, considering how it started, but... Oh, well, congrats to the doubters, I guess. Our one doubter, everyone else was a believer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It all goes to Valentino. The rich get richer, truly. Actually, I don't know how rich you are in trash these days.